Do you always cut the wick of your candle? In this video I'll show you why you should definitely do this, because when you have a new candle like this, the wick is always very long. That's perfectly normal, but even if you have already lit your candle, it is usually much longer than it should be. That's why you should always trim the wick a bit, because it really has some advantages which I would like to show you in more detail now. What you can see particularly well in this candle is that it has burned very irregularly. This means that the sides have already fallen outwards, and in the end we still have a lot of wax left, and that's exactly what you can prevent by always shortening the wick regularly. Here you can also see that the wick is now relatively long, but this candle is already as good as burnt out. I'll show you another candle. Here you can see that I only left a very short wick on, because a few millimeters are enough for the candle to burn down regularly and for us to have a much nicer flame. Here you can see that the flame is very even and that there is no soot. I'll show you an example where it's the other way around. But how should you cut the wick now? Take a pair of nail scissors and cut the wick so that only a few millimeters remain. You can now throw the rest of the wick in the rubbish. We don't need it anymore. And even if I light this candle now, you can see that we have a really nice, calm and even flame, just as it should be. But what happens now if we don't cut the wick? You can see that wonderfully here, because when I light this candle now, the flame starts to flicker like this and a lot of soot is formed, as you can see above. And you can avoid this by shortening the wick, so why don't you try the whole thing out for yourself? Do you also want to know why you should put candles in your freezer? Then be sure to watch the video I'm linking to you here. You would make me really happy if you click the like button and subscribe to my channel.